Behind the flashing lights and roaring crowds lies a darker side, a world of scandals, bans, and shattered careers. Let's uncover what happened to the players who crossed the line. Kyle McKinstry didn't just lose matches in 2020, he threw them. The Northern Irishman, once a rising star with BDO World Championship quarterfinals under his belt, became the face of dart's darkest scandal during the Modus Icons Live League. His 5-0 loss to David Evans and 5-1 defeat to Wessel Nijman weren't just poor performances, they reeked of deceit. The International Betting Integrity Association flagged suspicious betting patterns, with over £70,000 wagered on McKinstry's matches by a connected group. When confronted, McKinstry cracked under pressure. He admitted to fixing the Evans match, but denied involvement in the Nijman debacle, a fatal miscalculation. The Darts Regulation Authority, DRA, demanded his phone records to trace the corruption. McKinstry refused, sealing his fate. The verdict, an 8-year ban backdated to August 2020, effectively ended his career. Sponsors abandoned him, his management cut ties, and fans labeled him a pariah. Now exiled until 2028, McKinstry's legacy is a cautionary tale. A bad choice at a bad time, he later confessed, but the damage was irreversible. Once a contender on the sport's biggest stages, he's now a ghost, practicing in silence, barred from competition, and erased from darting history. His story isn't just about greed, it's a stark reminder of how one decision can unravel a lifetime of ambition. At 19, Wessel Nijman was dart's brightest prodigy, 2 development tour titles, a European Tour debut, and whispers of future world champion. Then, in 2020, his trajectory imploded. Entangled in the same Modus Icons scandal as Kyle McKinstry, Nijman confessed to accepting bribes to lose 4-0 to David Evans. But unlike McKinstry, he cracked open the playbook. Under DRA interrogation, Nijman laid bare the shadowy pressures, threats, manipulated odds, and a Faustian bargain to tank his career. His cooperation earned leniency, a 5-year ban, half suspended if he aided anti-corruption efforts. Critics called it a slap on the wrist. Supporters saw a kid cornered by predators. Nijman's reputation, however, cratered. Sponsors vanished. Peers sidelined him. "I was naive," he admitted, "but I'll prove I'm more than this." Post-ban, he re-emerged in 2023, competing in regional qualifiers and mentoring youth on integrity. Yet skepticism lingers. Can a tainted star rebuild trust? Nijman's quiet grind, no fanfare, no PR campaigns, hints at a redemption arc. His 2024 Challenge Tour win, met with muted applause, suggests a path. But in darts, where memory is long and scandals stick, his every throw is shadowed by doubt. Richie Burnett once ruled dart's golden era, a fiery Welshman who clinched the 1995 World Championship and 1994 World Masters, his flamboyant style electrifying crowds. But in 2014, his legacy fractured. At a Grand Slam qualifier, a drug test revealed benzoylecgonine, a cocaine byproduct. The hammer fell, an 18-month ban, erased rankings, and titles stripped. Burnett roared innocence. "I never cheated the game," but anti-doping laws care little for intent. Exiled, Burnett became a darting nomad. He clawed through pub leagues, fueled by pride and pints, while younger rivals eclipsed him. In 2016, he resurged via the grueling Challenge Tour, a Lazarus act that earned him a 2022 PDC return. Yet the comeback felt bittersweet. At 55, his reflexes dulled, his swagger tempered by time. Burnett's story isn't just about bans, it's about obsession. He still competes not for glory, but to outrun his ghosts. "I'll throw until I can't lift a dart," he vows. But the sport he once dominated now treats him as folklore, a cautionary tale in a tracksuit, chasing shadows of his former self. Andy "Rocky" Jenkins' career reads like a darts-themed cautionary rap sheet. In 2007, at the German Open, Jenkins traded tungsten for fists, slugging Irish rival Mick McGowan mid-tournament. The DRA's verdict? A haram honopig tarto serzodes as a darts hulienek tartot hiri. But Jenkins wasn't done. A year later, he clashed with another Jenkins, Terry, at a Dutch event, sparking a brawl that earned him a 4-month suspension and a £500 fine. By 2019, his antics escalated. A homophobic tirade at a Challenge Tour event landed him a suspended ban, sealing his fate as the sport's problem child. Once a 3-time PDC Major semi-finalist, Jenkins' raw talent was undeniable. His 2007 World Championship run, halted by Raymond van Barneveld, hinted at greatness, but his temper burned brighter. Sponsors fled, opportunities dried up. Today, he's relegated to pub circuits, a relic of what could have been. Jenkins' story isn't about redemption, it's a masterclass in self-sabotage. In a sport where mental grit defines legends, Rocky's fists wrote his epitaph: talent fades, scars linger. Kevin McDean once stood on darts' grandest stages, a 2007 Grand Slam semi-finalist, his explosive scoring and swagger drawing comparisons to Phil Taylor. But behind the bravado lurked a self-destructive streak. In 2011, a routine drug test exposed cannabis in his system, triggering a 6-month ban and whispers of wasted potential. McDean vowed redemption, only to implode again in 2017. This time, cocaine metabolites surfaced at a World Championship qualifier. The DRA slammed him with a 2-year ban, dismissing his claim of a drunken mistake. By 2020, his comeback fizzled. Cue school rejections, sponsors gone, his name toxic. Now ranked third in the amateur dart circuit, McDean throws in near silence. No TV lights, no roaring crowds. His 164 averages in pub leagues mock the talent that once dazzled Ali Pali. "I've only got myself to blame," he admits, but the regret feels hollow. McDean's legacy? A warning. Talent without discipline is a dart thrown blind. The Premier League stages he once graced now host younger, hungrier stars, ones who learned from his missteps. For McDean, the Osha's glow dimmed long ago, leaving only shadows of what might have been. Nathan Grindle stepped onto the 2012 Players' Championship stage focused on darts, not divinity, but his long hair, beard, and quiet demeanor unwittingly cast him as darts' Jesus. The crowd's chants began as jokes, then swelled into a relentless roar. By the third leg, security intervened, ejecting him for disruption. The irony? Grindle, a skin cancer survivor, grew his beard to conceal surgery scars, not to mimic a messiah. The incident haunted him. In 2013, organizers barred him from the same event, citing previous disruptions. Grindle sued for discrimination, arguing his appearance was medical, not mockery. The court dismissed his case, ruling organizers had legitimate concerns. Overnight, Grindle became a punchline, memified as Darts Jesus, his face photoshopped onto biblical paintings, yet the ridicule masked a deeper tragedy. Once a respected amateur, Grindle's career derailed not by poor play but by perception. "I just wanted to play," he later told a local paper, but they saw a caricature, not a person. Today, he avoids tournaments, opting for anonymous pub leagues. His story endures as darts' strangest ban, a clash of image and identity, where a man's attempt to hide scars made him the sport's unwilling martyr. For Grindle, the Och offered no resurrection, only a reminder. In darts, even the quietest players can't escape the crowd's echo. From McKinstry's match fixing to Grindle's biblical ejection, bans exposed the sport's dark underbelly. Egos shattered, legacies erased, and redemption fleeting. For every Burnett clawing back, there's a Jenkins lost to self-sabotage. These stories aren't just scandals, they're cautionary tales etched in tungsten. The Oak forgives no one, not prodigies, champions, or those cursed by circumstance. In a world where one misstep can unravel careers, the lesson echoes. Glory is fragile, but infamy sticks like a dart in cork. Play clean, or don't play at all.